Spring is in the air, and so you know what that means. It's time to take care of the equipment that takes care of us and helps us live the lifestyle that we live. I have a chainsaw I got to do some work on, and what's interesting about this one is this is a hydraulically driven chainsaw. This is a Stanley CS06, and for those of you who follow me, you'll know that I have a Unimog, an FLU 419 that has a hydraulic circuit that I can run various tools off of. So what's interesting about this one is it doesn't have an engine. It runs off of one of my vehicles in the hydraulic circuit. Here's the issue. The automatic oiler here is stripped out. When I got it, somebody had jammed it in there really good. I tried to stick an oversized Allen wrench in there, and I tapped it in with a hammer and tried to pop it out. I still wasn't able to break this free, and I was even heating the heck out of it. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to do. So what's the plan? So I think I got two options. The first one is I can weld a sacrificial Allen wrench into that, and once it, that heat should break up whatever's going on with that bolt, and then just order a new one. The other option that I'm gonna have is take this thing apart and put it into the drill press, drill it out, and then try to get that to come out. There's no way an easy out's gonna get this. It's jammed in there too much. So I've got the welder set up, and one of the things I wanna do is I wanna make sure I get a lot of heat into this bolt. That heat helps expand out those threads, and then when it contracts, it helps loosen it up. And so I've turned down my material a little lower than I normally would use, and I've turned down my wire feed quite a bit because I want to get a whole bunch of heat into there. And I'd like to show you what that looks like, but I only have my one welding helmet, and so I'm just going to go ahead and do it, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. Well, I ended up putting too much heat into it. I actually burned through my Allen wrench. It popped off here, and it left a little bit of the nub of the Allen wrench there. So I'm going to try to grab onto that now with a vice grips, but you can actually see the bolt. It looks like the bolt, the heat on there helps split it or break it up. So let's see if we can get this out. That also didn't work. I'm gonna have to fill up, get a little bit more wire speed. Just kind of popped back out. So let's try for round two. All right, scratch that idea. I now figured out how to weld a nut to it. I played around with about 4 or 5, well, looks like half a dozen different nuts, getting the right speed and feed, but I was able to weld a nut to the top of that and then put some pressure on it and get it to unscrew. And since that nut's on the top of it and functioning, I'm just going to leave it on there now, and so I can adjust the oiler now with just a 1/2-inch wrench, and if I need to replace that O-ring, I will. Thanks for watching. Cabin Down.